Money's Magic Kite. Once upon a time lay a quaint little village called Sundargram. The people of the village were known for their warm smiles and boundless love for kites. Every year during autumn, they celebrated the festival of kites. The air would crackle with excitement, and the days before the festival, nimble fingers would weave magic with bamboo and tissue, crafting kites of all shapes and sizes. The village square would transform into a workshop of creativity. Mani lived in this village where dreams took flight. His heart belonged to the sky, not to the ground, and his passion burned brightest with every flutter of a kite. For him, they weren't mere toys, but feathered dreams dancing on the wind, their tails swishing tales of adventure and victory. Every year during autumn, his heart would beat with rhythm of the approaching kite flying competition. He would spend days dreaming of the day his creation would soar highest, a champion against the vast azure canvas of the sky. This year, his heart thumped a little faster than usual as he held his new kite. It wasn't just any kite, this one was a masterpiece from his grandfather, who was an expert at making kites. There was a leaping tiger, fierce and proud, that adorned its surface, the stripes catching the sunlight like flames. This wasn't just a kite, it was a winning kite. The silk felt smooth against his fingers. This year, the kite festival wouldn't just be a competition. It would be his chance to dance with the clouds, to become a legend. And this is what Mani wanted. Mani's eyes sparkled like jewels as he held his grandfather's masterpiece aloft. The tiger shimmered, galaxy twirled, and his heart soared with that imagined cheers of the crowd. But in his excitement, one crucial thing slipped his mind. Practice. He was only daydreaming about becoming a champion, but practice, he didn't do any. The day of the competition arrived. The sky, a canvas painted blue and white. Kites of all shapes and sizes, dragons and butterflies were in the air. Mani's heart thumped a nervous rhythm against his ribs. His turn came. He launched his magnificent kite, the tiger leaping, the galaxy swirling, but it sputtered and dipped. Other kites, practiced and strong, soared higher and higher and higher, their strings taut and proud. He tossed the kite into the air once, twice, but it fluttered clumsily, refusing to reach the heights of his dreams. The wind, usually a willing playmate, seemed to tease him, tugging the strings this way and that while the kite dipped and wobbled like a sleepy butterfly. Lost in daydreams of victory, parades, and triumphant laughter, Mani forgot the feel of the string, while his imagination took flight. His kite remained earthbound, the beautiful kite waiting for a practiced hand to set it free. Mani's heart crumpled faster than his kite's torn silk. Tears welled in his eyes, blurring the majestic tiger and swirling galaxy into a watery mess. Shame burned in his cheeks. He hadn't failed because his kite wasn't beautiful. It was a masterpiece. He failed because he had forgotten the language of the wind, the dance of the string, the patient practice that made a dream take flight. His kite, once a proud warrior, lay on the ground like a wounded bird. And in that moment, Mani knew he hadn't just lost a competition. He had lost the sight of the joy of flight. As night blanketed the village, the sky twinkled with stars like scattered diamonds. Mani nestled beside his grandfather, mending the wounded kite and his wounded little heart. Each stitch, guided by his grandfather's gentle hand, wasn't just a thread, but a whispered promise. He knew now that just dreams cannot lift kites, but along with that, he needed dedicated practice with unwavering grip of determination. From that minute on, his focus was on winning the championship, and that gave him the strength to practice it with joy. The next year, Mani stood tall, his heart a drum solo of excitement. He held his kite, no longer a wounded bird, but a proud phoenix reborn. This time, there were no daydreams, only focus. He let out the string, feeling the wind's familiar dance, its secrets whispered in his palm. With a flick of his wrist, his kite soared. Higher and higher it climbed, a magnificent tiger against the blue sky. The other kites, once rivals, seemed to bow in his wake. When the final whistle blew, his heart almost burst. His kite was the crowded champion. Tears welled in his eyes, but this time they were tears of joy. As the villagers cheered, his grandfather smiled, his eyes twinkling like the stars that had witnessed their journey. Mani knew, with a certainty that warmed him from inside out, that this was just the beginning. His kite, a symbol of his dedication, had shown him the way, and the vast, endless sky was his canvas, waiting for him to paint it with the colors of his dreams.